Hi, it's Mary Clare, Mystics by the Sea, and today is, what is today? It's the November 5th, and I will have your birthday numerology. Today, I pulled the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is fast action. Now, depending on what cards are around this guy, swords, you have to be careful because there's always conflict with swords. There's always, and the Knight of Swords especially, slow your jets, okay? There's nothing you have to charge ahead and into that you may have later regrets. You want to make the right decision. Don't be in such a rush with the Knight of Swords, okay? The Knight, their action, and he's that man, that horse is moving, okay? You can always tell with the Knights if their feet are on the ground, and his feet are not on the ground, which means he's not grounded. So he has to be very careful that his decisions aren't rushed and later regret. You might regret them later. Okay? I always say with the Knight of Swords, you don't want to put that cart before the horse. You want to just make sure that whatever choices, whatever action you are taking, I should say, that it is in the right direction at the right time and really moving in the right direction, especially at the right time, okay? Because he's always in a rush. He's always in a rush. So you have to be very careful, and just that's my biggest what I would have to say with this card. My biggest explanation, most important explanation is don't be in such a rush. Take your time and make sure the action you are taking is the action that is going to be beneficial to you in the long run, okay? Because the swords, sometimes that just chaos. Okay, 5 is your birth number and a 7 personal year. And a 5 birth number is, they could be impulsive, they could be quick, and maybe this is telling you whatever's going on, be very careful, all right? Don't, like I said, put that cart before the horse. The 5s, they have to be comfortable with change and movement. Sometimes they are, sometimes they are not. And that's where you have to learn how to balance that 5. Sometimes they're very impulsive. You have to learn to balance that, okay? Because the 5s, they do, the majority of you do like change. And like I said, I know others 5s that do not. So it is that balance. But the 5s they really have to think things through before they make any kind of hasty decisions. Okay, 5s, they need to find in this lifetime their freedom to express themselves, their freedom to create. They need that. All right. All right. And then if it's your personal year, you are a 7. So a 7 is, it's funny because it's so contradictory. So this past year for you is I don't want to say complacency. I want to say this past year for you has been a year of contemplation. That's the word I want. I knew it wasn't that. Contemplation. It's a soul-searching year, thinking year, an analytical year, because 7 is a spiritually evolved number. You are evolving with the 7, but at the same time, you're doing it very carefully and very slowly, and you're learning new things. Hopefully this past year, you've learned a thing or two, but it's very independent, and it's your own mind that you have to kind of go through what changes you want and how you are going to accomplish that. So, with this card, we are coming to the end of the year, so maybe there is something. Now is the time to move. All right? Have a great day.